The KDE desktop, commonly used with PC Linux OS, is almost infinitely configurable. You can change the appearance and activity and response to almost any command or task you may want to do. For example, can you see these two little squares down here in the taskbar? They represent two different sessions or two different desktops on which I can have different kinds of activities. I can hop between desktop 1 and desktop 2 by single clicking on these two squares. Now, since both desktops are right now identical, you can't really see the difference. To illustrate, I'm going to select desktop 1, and on desktop 1 I'm going to expand my home folder. Desktop 1 is now showing my home folder. If I switch to desktop 2, it is unchanged, so I can hop back and forth between clicking on desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 1, desktop 2. That allows me two completely parallel environments in which I can have completely different activities. I can have a whole desktop full of stuff in desktop number 1 and a different set of activities, perhaps even completely unrelated, in desktop number 2. Another nifty thing I can do is I can have more of these virtual desktops. I'm going to right click on one of these and it gives me the option to do some things. For example, add virtual desktop. If I click there, I now have 3 of these: desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3. Let's, for the heck of it, just take desktop 2 and click on Network Center. I'm not going to do anything with Network Center, but I just want to point out how they are different. Here's desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3. In desktop 3, let's open up an image viewer. Put it in the middle here. Okay, desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3. I usually like to have about 6 of these, so I'm going to right click on another one and add another virtual desktop. Right click again, add another one. Right click again, add another one. Now I have 6 different desktops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like that. And it allows a lot of flexibility, a lot of neat things you can do with these multiple desktops, and I find it easier to organize my thoughts if I form a convention for the kinds of tasks I do with each of them. Your mileage may vary, but that's a good trick to know, and there are others.